it enough now of like Soviet Union? If you watch it. Hey, you're communists? You're alright? Why are you watching with the Soviet Union?
What's the Soviet Union?
That's the Russians. They were disbanded.
Yeah, I'm watching like fake hockey.
Is that my shirt? Alpacas.
Okay.
Alright. Back. On my way to the city to go see a pianist. We're at the Hollis station. Train should be here in 11 minutes. So let's go get you some good footage, and we're going to a historical theater. So better be some good shots. List. What happened? Oh yeah, Washington Heights. First entry. Isn't this the hospital from the Joker movie? Hold up. Is this where they shot the Joker?
I think so.
I think it's that one, right? It looks like Gotham.
Yeah.
Be back. Oh, you bought candy.
Staircase.
You bought candy from the little girl?
Yeah.
Now we're giving out dollars. They got us, motherfuckers. I'll be back. Alright, this way. See if they let me in with this thing. Really my shot. I thought it was called Marxism. I was like, that's this form of communism, but okay. Left Marxism. Now we're in the Heights. What you think, Jess? Where are you walking to? When I get a better time to talk, I'll talk, but they took my camera away. They took my camera away for everybody to have a goddamn camera phone and they're recording the fucking show. You know how annoying that is for them to confiscate my camera and then everybody had their phone out and they're recording? Fucking annoying if you ask me. You wanna eat out here?
Yeah.
What do you wanna eat? Be back. Gonna eat out here in the Heights. What's the rating out here, Jess, for Havana Central that we're going to? Havana Heights?
Where your heart wants it to be.
And Washington Heights.
We're in the finals of the baseball.
I'm out here looking for ice spices. Except I see a bunch of niggas in the corner that look like Angel. This food better be busting. Just go get a DoorDash there. Don't get in my shop either.
On the Downtown Express.
By holding their hand while riding.
Welcome to Long Island Railroad gas station.
Please be careful while riding easily. Please watch your step getting on and off.
Please keep your feet and personal items away from the sides of the escalator.
Please watch your step and face forward at all times.
Yo, Buzz.
Don't do it, babe, because I don't want you to get hurt.
So I was walking around
I'm a kid.
Target and people kept going like, sorry for your condolences, I'm sorry for your condolences, I'm sorry for your condolences. And I'm like, no, sorry, my condolences. And I'm like, we're both still alive. Like, we're thriving, we're doing well. Like, now get away from me.
That's how I do.
But that shit was mad funny. Like, oh, my condolences, my condolences. Like, yeah, no, I'm conceited. I walk around with pictures of
Oh,
myself.
the food, guys.
All right, I'll be back. Food's ready. That was like a pig call. All right, be back. Miguel, hard left. Oh, look at all this shit here. We can get at. Imagine a sneaker store. Adventure Park of Long Island. Parking to the right or the left. You choose. We're now out backing, and there's people here. Oh God. This place looks ghetto. We paid a lot of money to come here. This is the fucking adventure. Now I gotta pee. Shake your belt.
Overstimulated, Jess. You overstimulated me.
Why did you say anything?
Because it just happened when you looked at me. That's why I was
This
like
is a baseball field.
Side eye. Side eye squint.
I just finished the course. I can't bring my camera because I have my accessories. Look at that. Hard work, dedication. E equals MC squared. She ain't finished it, alright? I finished everything I did. I finished everything I do in life,
No, you
right?
didn't.
Jessica finished it. Don't ever do that again. Yeah. Hi! So we were just in the parking lot and she just tried to run over that log in a 2013 Nissan Sentra.
Damn, lady, where you going?
And she just kept trying to go over it like it wasn't a goddamn log. Watch to your left. Watch to your left, sir. But
Izquierda.
it was fun. If I do this again, I need my GoPro to be attached to my chest, so you can see the way I'm out here grinding, working through it. Wearing green, be part of the scene. You know what I mean? Back in the bumpy roads. I thought that was a mosquito. That's a crack in your windshield, Jess. Check it out. You. No. So today, I don't know where I left off. All right, so we went to so I had to take off of work today because we went the obstacle course and I kind of aggravated my back. Now, I was originally just gonna take today off and come back to work tomorrow, but no, they wanted me to go to the doctor, bring back a note, all these things. So, you know, when you go to the doctor, they give you 3 days. So now I got 3 days because they wanted a note. And my job is short-staffed. So, congratulations. Y'all played yourselves. So, I went to the urgent care. And, I think I mentioned it before. I have neck and back problems. I was in a car accident, herniated neck, herniated back. So every now and then I get these flare-ups, and it fucking sucks, bro. Now, I was just there like 3 weeks ago for my back. But they're gonna give you like a 5-day supply. So just as I thought, I was like, yeah, I was just here last month, and I'm like, they're gonna fucking flag me for drug-seeking behavior. And then it's like, I know my drugs. Like, I know what's good, what's bad, what works, what doesn't work. So I'm on benzos. Benzos work for me, not for everybody. Benzos, then I'm on oxy, just a fucking cluster of fucking drugs. And then I got my diabetic medication that I'm supposed to be on, but I don't take that because it makes me feel like shit, and adding that with that makes me even feel like I am unable to be a functioning human being. So as I expected, I was like, all right, here we go, 1, 2, 3. So you were here a month ago asking for drugs and you're back again? Technically, I didn't ask for drugs. I went there for a doctor's note. But if you're giving out drugs, is that drug seeking? Is that drug seeking behavior? But if you're handing them out, I'm gonna take them. And they gave me some extra shit. They gave me some shit where I gotta take like, oh no, I'm lying to you. They gave me like a benzo supreme. So I was like, all right, great. Give me a fucking zombie. And then they gave me like a steroid. So I don't need that shit. At that obstacle course, I proved that I got it. So I was like, great, they're gonna flag me for drug seeking behavior, and just like that I gotta ask all these questions. And then they had to do like the test to like show that I'm not faking it. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you're just gonna hit all the pressure points where it would fucking be excruciating just to prove like, hey man, not seeking drugs. So it was that. So yeah, it was just funny. I was like, I feel like I'm a little bit too big to be an addict. Most addicts are skinny. I'm like, pill addicts are, I've never seen a fat pill addict. So I'm like, have y'all ever seen that? I don't know. Y'all might have to redo your fucking, might have to do your research again. But that shit was funny as shit, bro. But yeah. And they gave me my pills no matter what. But I'll be back. I want to finish off the vlog with my experience. I'll be back. Alright guys, I gotta brush up on my Espanol because that was just a 7-Eleven. Two Spanish ladies is in there. I don't like saying mommies. And they was looking good. And once I started talking, he started speaking Spanish. You can't normally guess that a nigga doesn't know how to speak Spanish by looking at them. So when they started speaking Spanish, I was like, great. That horse is shot in the face. But my bad, I'm trying to get out this parking lot. Baddies, two little baddies, and couldn't seal the deal because of the language barrier. But guess what? Google just dropped these new AirPods that can auto-translate for you. The future's here, baby. So what brings me to this conversation that I want to have with you guys. You hear what's playing? I have so many questions. Well, so many questions were answered. So first question I have is, who gave permission for Beethoven's music to be on Spotify, Apple Music? Who gets money for that? Is there still people in its descendants that get royalty checks off of this? Because that's fucking crazy. Because who's making money off of this? That's one. And my question that was answered while I was at the Machism concert was, what people back in the day when it went crazy when this banger dropped? Hey. And I got the fucking answer. The answer is yes. They would have went fucking nuts. And the only reason I got to find out they would have went nuts is because I went to this concert and they were going nuts. So apparently I got tickets to go see this guy that's supposed to be the fastest pianist in the world, I believe. So my son had a whole orchestra, so I don't know what I'm walking into. I was gifted the chance to go see this person. Clearly it wasn't for somebody like me. And I like music, I like playing instruments. You know what it is? I critique. So amazing pianist. Amazing pianist. He could have got better visual people. His stage crew, better. Way better. I didn't like his camera placements. I didn't like none of the the effects, it was very plain. Like they just threw it together that day, which is bullshit because they just did they've been on tour promoting this music. So I was in there and he started playing Coldplay, Clocks. And I'm like, okay. And the crowd is fucking losing it. They're fucking losing it to a nigga playing the piano really fast. So I was like, okay, this isn't for me. I'm not fangirling out. Like a lot, so the place was packed. Asian people, German people, Russian people, everybody of like far Eastern descent, right? Or the West, maybe. So I was like, okay. So where I'm sitting, there was a bunch of older gentlemen, and they were hyped the way teenagers would be hyped for whoever's important concert. He's like, oh my God, I can't wait to see how they'll do with this. Just whistling like crazy, like, oh my God, I love you. Grown ass men in their 50s screaming out, yo, I love you. I'm like, okay, it's just me. I'm ignorant. But as I'm going through his whole performance, I'm enjoying this performance, a great performer. I'm like, yo, when are you gonna play your original pieces? Like, when are you gonna play something that you created? That's what I was waiting for. Never happened. So apparently the guy, like, he just creates covers. That's his thing, covers. He covers music. And I'm like, I'm glad I didn't pay for these tickets, but me spending $100, yo, can you like move? Oh fuck. Me spending like $100 to watch somebody perform covers was not it. Like I would have been tight. What's the name? Was it Jacquees? Jacquees was the one that was in the. Was he the one that was in the tangulation, whatever they call that, a tangent, a parallelogram, whatever it was, with Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't know if it was Jacquees, but that's like. But I know he does a lot of cover songs, and I'm like, nah, that ain't it. Like I'm not going to like. Are you fighting with a police officer? Like I'm not going to like a show to see covers done. Like that doesn't do it for me. That's like that. No, it's not happening. So that was the one thing I was like, okay, seeing guys fan out. It gave me answers like, all right, because guys are like doing this. They were pretending they were cats and doing a fake piano like this, like that, bro. And I'm like, yo, my bad. My camera overheated for being on the dash, and I didn't take it off this whole time. I did like a couple of errands, so it's expected. So yeah, they were doing like the hoe. You know how we do with Hey Ma comes on, we're like they were doing that. I was like, okay. And they were just fucking fangirling, bro. I've never seen men fangirl like that unless it was for a sports team. But that was the crowd, so I was like, okay, got it. And it was just so funny, bro. And I'm like, all right, this clearly isn't for somebody like me. I'm not a thespian. And it was just so fucking entertaining. The only real issue I had, because the other one was a critique. That was more of the like, all right, the visuals, it was very, he performed Mission Impossible, Flight of the Bumblebee, Pirates of the Caribbean, Coldplay, and a couple of other songs. And it's us. My critique is us as people. Like, I get that I'm talking to you right now through a camera, but guess what? I'm not interrupting anybody. I'm not in the middle of anything. So you get to so I get to enjoy talking to you guys, and you guys are probably watching this wherever you're watching this, and it's alright. But they confiscated this camera right here. This camera right here that I'm pointing to. They confiscated. There's like, yo, you can't bring in this camera, blah, 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 due to the performance. and so on and so forth. And I was like, all right, got it. Here goes my camera. At first I was nervous, but then I saw that there was a $3,000, $4,000 camera in the bag, in the box. I was like, all right, whatever. I feel safe. This is only like $500. So we get there. We get to our seats. The architecture was amazing. Everything was like hand carved. Cool shit. Everybody was pretending they were a model and taking pictures and all that shit. Got it. That's what we do as a society. But what made it annoying was the show started. The show started. We paid mad money to be here. Not me. They paid mad money to be here. And they didn't enjoy it. Not once. If I'm a performer, if I take stand-up seriously, I'm confiscating phones at the door. So they took away cameras like these and Nikons, Canons, Sonys, the works, right? They took them away to have everybody still be like this, recording the show on their phone. And it wasn't like it was like 2 or 3, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute max. No, they were recording the whole show. So I'm like, how are you enjoying this? And the only reason I got annoyed because there was a young lady in front of me with her kids, and every time she pulled out her phone, she was blocking like half the view, right? So blocking half the view like this, and I'm like, yo, I can't enjoy the show. And then she didn't like turn down her brightness. So I don't know if this is in the microphone, but she didn't turn down the brightness. So yeah, every time like she hit record, like bright flashing light, and I'm like, okay. But at one point I was like 3 songs, I'm like, all right, yo, lady, excuse me, beg pardon, I didn't want to touch her. I was like, yo, can you move your seat 2 or 3 spaces to the left? Like, can you put your children that aren't recording the show or enjoying the show in front of me so I can watch the show instead of all of us being miserable? So she got offended. She looked like she wanted to say something. I was like, you have to understand that. Like, I'm like, either you could do this and we're all cool, or I'm gonna pull out my phone and leave my flash on throughout the whole fucking show, and we're all gonna be miserable. So gladly we were able to work it out and she moved. But it was so funny because I'm talking to her, this guy's like, shh, shh, shh. I'm like, sir, calm down. Hey, it's fucking the Mission Impossible song. Calm down. I was like, you should know why I feel this way, because I'm watching the performance, the show, through a screen, because that's how I could see it, through her phone screen, because she's recording it. I'm like, yo, if I wanted to do that, I would have stayed home and wait for one of you guys to upload this bullshit into YouTube. They ain't like that I said bullshit either. But it was just so funny. And it just takes away. I'm like, you guys don't get that. It takes away from the show, the experience, everything, when you pull out your phone, that you don't live in the moment. Like yesterday I was I was ziplining, and I'm like, okay. And not once did I think, yo, let me pull out my phone. I was like, shit, I was just too much being in the moment to be like, oh, let me go pull out my phone and record this. And I didn't notice I didn't record myself being up high, as high as I was, until I was already done with the course. And I was like, all right, yo, fuck it, we're out of here. But yeah, I'm like, a lot of people just, I'm like, I see that when their kids are performing. I'm like, I get you want to get the moment, but it's fucking crazy, bro. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been fun. Appreciate you guys. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I am no longer on my Cool J. I think I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna just stay with Jose Luis. Jose Luis. I'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm changing a bunch of shit. Alright. Peace out.
Saw a woman psychiatrist, and she said I was OCD, one cool dude, and she understands the way I think right now, and everything's cool.